Tell me about it, Ed.
Well, back when I was a cable man, I had to go do a job at a house one time, at an apartment complex.
Was the guy's name Elmo?
No, it was a little old lady.
Oh.
I go inside this house, right, real quick, I go to the box and everything on the outside of the house, make sure she's got the right DVAs and all that, everything's connected, and she's going to get her favorite channels. So I knock on the door like, hey, how you doing? She goes, I'm Ed, this and that. I'm going to hook up the cable in here. Thanks, Brian. Shout out to Brian. We love you, buddy. Eddie's always on fire.
Yeah.
But the K&E hours, an inferno. We're always on fire.
Back to Elmo.
Anyways, I go in this house, right? It's an apartment house. This woman has a studio apartment. Her bed is like in the living room, and there's a kitchen, and her kitchen dinette table's in the same room. It's a tight house.
Yeah, I get what a studio apartment means.
Well, the newer generation probably don't know what a studio is.
Well, go ahead.
We called them efficiencies back in the day.
We called them poor folk apartments.
I had one.
I've lived in them. I know. That's how I know they're poor folk apartments, because I had to live in them.
It was hurtful, but I get what he's going at.
I was the poor folk.
We've all been there. But anyways.
So at what part do you bang Elmo?
This woman, there is no banging of Elmo, all right? This is a haunting. Right?
Okay.
It's a horrible, horrible thing. I go in this apartment, right? And I notice that this woman, she has a table there, right?
Right.
And she's got chairs around it. And she's got Elmo dolls everywhere. They're sitting in chairs around like baby chairs around this table. They're on the shelves, they're on her bed and this and that.
So she's an Elmo freak.
She's an Elmo collector, she said. Collector. Haunted. She's an Elmo possessor. Some weird stuff happened. Anyways, I'm sitting there talking to her, I'm getting ready to put a plug in her wall to run her some cable, right? But, I set the box on the TV and get this, run it all down to the TV from the box, get it ran out, run my length out, put all my ends in, jack the snips on, I'm ready to go, right?
Right.
Get all my traps on the thing, because back then you had to put traps on, and that little old lady, sometimes I leave the trap off.
Right.
Let them have some free HBO for a month before my quality control guy came out and said, oh, he left on. Oh, okay, just put it on.
So the little old lady's watching the skin flicks on Cinemax.
Nope, HBO. I said HBO.
Okay, my bad.
Right, let's keep up with the story. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, I'm hooking all this up, and I make a comment about all these Elmo dolls, right? Like, you have a large Elmo collection.
Right.
I said, I always liked Elmo because the way he giggled, I always felt like he was one with me, because I kind of giggled like him, Anyways, she's sitting there, yeah, this and that. She goes, these here, this one here. And I like, do they talk or anything? She's like, they do. She said, but they ain't got no batteries in them, or what batteries are in them, they're dead. And they haven't, batteries been dead for years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, sounds good. It's a nice collection. She goes, do you mind if I leave for a minute? I said, she goes, I got to walk over to the post or mailbox room and get her mail. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with that. Go ahead. I'm just going to, are you okay with me being in here? And she's like, yeah, you're fine.
Just leave me here with Elmo's.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, she takes off, right? All the power's off, because I'm working on the TV, so there's no TV sound right now, right? I literally, I catch my hoe, run my drill through the wall, right? Step outside, run my cable through, right? Got my cable on the inside the wall, come back in, and I'm sitting down, kneel down, I'm looking at this thing. She ain't came back yet. She had her walker. It took her a minute, right? So I'm sitting there, and I'm installing this cable, and I pull it through, and I cut the line and all that, put the jack of the barrel on it and all that, and hook it up to the outlet, do this, plug it in, and I'm plugging on the outside of it, ready to go to the TV. And in the silence, I heard, will you play with me? And I immediately stood right up and looked around. As I stood up and turned around, one Elmo at that table's head was still turning. Looked right at me, man. Right eye to eye. We made contact, and I was like, I'm out.
Yes.
Opened that door, walked out the door, ready to tell the lady, like, hey, I'm going to have to door hang you. There were some problems, and I'm not going back in there.
At this moment, we are out there. I am not dealing with talking Elmos that don't have batteries in them.
To sit there in the dead quiet, and you got the white noise in the ear, the buzz and all that, and all your ears like, will you play with me? And as I look up, just see that head go, nope, done. I'm out, baby. Boss out like Flint, in like Flint, out like Chuck.